The question you got asked many, many times before. How did you start in the film industry?
Well, I never prepared for it. It was already I was in my 30s when I decided to make movies. And I went to Columbia, South Carolina with my girlfriend just as a vacation, but we were hippies. So it was a, we were just taking buses and we didn't have any money. It was like a backpacking vacation. And as we were going in the bus out of the city, there was a big movie shoot going on. And I could tell it was a movie shoot because I had seen a movie by Truffaut called Day for Night, or American Night. And that movie showed me how they made a movie. Before that, I had no idea. And we went out to a restaurant nearby across from the beach. And all of a sudden, 3 brand new black Jeeps come pulling up in front of where we're sitting, and out jump guys with sunglasses, beautiful girls. They get big table, they're drinking champagne and wine and laughing, and then I looked at myself and looked at them and I said, I'm on vacation and they're working and they're having a better time than me. Maybe I should get into the movie business. So I had a camera and I thought, well, I started shooting. I lived in the country, so I had goats. I'd shoot my goats. And then I thought, I'm going to try to make a movie. And so I put an ad in the paper, because I didn't know how to do it, asking for help. And somebody who had gone to the university said, oh, I can help you. And so we started making a short film. It was terrible. But I didn't know it until I had to watch it with somebody else. So instead of making another one, I just started making it into a long movie. Then I tried to sell it. Of course, it wasn't any good. So I realized that you can sell movies. And so then I thought, I want to do this, but I want to do it so I can make money. And so I put in advertising in the Hollywood Variety newspaper, a little ad that said, horror director wanted. And I was introduced to Stuart Gordon in Chicago, and he wanted to make movies, and he had the idea of making a H.P. Lovecraft movie of Re-Animator, and so boom, 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 that's what we made.
Re-Animator.
Mr. West.
You'll never get credit for my discovery. Who's going to believe a talking head? Get a job in a sideshow.
It will scare you to pieces.
If I hadn't produced, I never would have learned how to direct because I knew nothing. I never went to a class. I didn't know how to direct. How do you do it? Who knows? So when I made Re-Animator, the only 2 people who had never made a movie on the set was Stuart and me. But a producer doesn't have to know anything because you're hiring people. You can learn whatever you want. So I learned by producing. Most directors make 2 movies in one when they make their first movie. Their first one and their last one. Because you make a movie, if it's no good, you don't get another chance. So what I did is I owned Re-Animator. So I owned the sequel rights. And I had a friend who was starting a film company, making low-budget movies. And I said, oh, I want to work with you. Because I liked working just with people like me. I wasn't, making like, the Roger Corman type of movies. And so I said, listen, I'll make the Re-Animator sequel with you. I direct it. But on one condition, we make a 2-picture deal, not one. Because maybe my first movie is going to be bad. So I said, no, it has to be for 2 movies, but I want Re-Animator to be the second one.
Forget it, Dan. She's just an assembly of dead tissue.
H.P. Lovecraft's Bride of Re-Animator.
So even if I totally screwed up on my first one, I still guaranteed one more chance. So that was my thinking. So when I made Society, of course, that was one of the best times in my life. I was in heaven. And I got to do whatever I wanted to do, because when you're working just with people on a low level like that, nobody tells you what to do. You do whatever you want, you know? And so Society, I knew when I was shooting the shunting and all that, I said, oh, I know my friends are going to see this movie and go, who let you do that? Because everybody would always complain about the producer, they don't let them shoot what they want. But for me, I never had that. At the beginning, I never had that problem, because I never worked with people who could tell me what to do.
Who are you? Let me give you a hand, Bill.
In Beverly Hills, what you fear is only the beginning.
Anything for society.
So if Society had been a big success, then I probably wouldn't have been doing sequels. I probably would have gotten the first ones. But I didn't, but I wanted to, I felt like any time I had a chance to make a movie, that was good.